Hello, hope you're doing great, everybody. Some people are still joining us, so I'm gonna wait a minute or two before we start. Hopefully you can see and hear me well. We have a lot of things to cover today, a lot of interesting stuff, which makes me really excited. I'm going to share with you our learnings from the past 2.5 years of market research and hundreds of conversations that we had with the leading companies in the region. So I'm really excited about that. So just a minute or two to see the participant list fill up, and then we are ready to go. Great. I think we have most of the people present, so we're ready to start. Okay, welcome to the SaleSqueze webinar. This particular webinar is a huge milestone for us in many ways. We've done a lot of webinars in the past, but this one is really special. First of all, it's the first one in English, so I'm really excited about that. It's the first hands-on webinar, so I'm gonna be showing you today a few sneak peeks of our product. And last but not least is that this is the first time that we are going to reveal publicly our totally new SaleSqueze platform that we've been working on for the past 6 months. So it's going to be really exciting. Okay, so first of all, let me introduce myself. It probably isn't that important, but my name is Leon. And I'm the founder of SaleSqueze. I hold an engineering degree in robotics and industrial automation. So if you're somewhat technical, I can definitely speak your language. I spent my entire career in the manufacturing industry playing with processes, sales, ERPs, CRMs, you name it. And since my early 20s, I've been building automation tools. So my career was mostly about process optimization. I've done more than 300 software projects, and it was here that I honed my skills and learned to see the company bottlenecks from 10,000 feet above. All that knowledge was poured into the company called SaleSqueze, where we built a wonderful team that is building the SaleSqueze platform. So that's really great for us, but what does that mean for you? Well, over the years, we've helped so many companies that our processes and mission has become extremely clear. We're on a mission to help salespeople automate their activities that don't add value directly and move their focus on activities that create value instead. So our platform fills the voids that exist in sales operations in companies all around the world. And we have great results to prove it and a great partner network to support us here. So, configurable products. Today, we're going to be talking a lot about configurable products and products with configurable bills of materials, and especially problems that these products create for sales teams and companies around the world. But more importantly, we're going to be talking about solutions. So I'm going to show you how to approach solving these problems with the SaleSqueze platform. So if you're ready, let's dive in. So first of all, what is a configurable product? It's really simple, actually. It's by definition, it's a product or service with many parameters, options, and accessories that can be customized to meet the particular customer or buyer. To make it really plastic for you, here are a few examples of what we call configurable products. So first of all, it's a product with many variations, which we find a lot especially in the industrial components market. The other part is a product with configurable bill of materials. So where you have a lot of parts that compose together a final product. And the last is virtual products. So virtual products are products that don't actually exist in the product catalog, but still when customer places an order, they are top of mind. So these are three significant representatives of configurable products which we deal with a lot in our everyday operations. So now you know what a configurable product is. If your company sells or manufactures such products, then this probably looks very familiar to you. So most likely also know the biggest problems that occur when selling such products. In the last 2.5 years, I've been speaking to a lot of representatives, CEOs, head of operations, head of productions, and I listened very carefully. And usually there were top 3 things that they pointed out as their biggest problems or issues. So the first one was poor profitability, because in order to grow their sales, they must employ more people to process all the incoming orders, all the inquiries, everything inside the production, which in turn increases costs and lowers the profitability and doesn't add so much value. The next one is complexity. So configurable products are usually very complex. They have complex business logic, complex relationships between products, and it's really tough to stay on top of things. So companies usually struggle with onboarding new sales employees because they have to master all that product logic, and usually it takes up to 2 years to fully onboard the sales member. And the last one is over communication. So in the sales operations, the best or the most used tools are email and phone. So we all know email is great for communicating, but it's poor in tracking and transparency, and it's really hard to manage a huge pipeline only using those tools. So selling configurable products usually requires many people in the sales team to help the customers to process their orders, to calculate prices via, I don't know, calculators. Usually companies have some Excel sheets prepared to help them do that job. Enter information into many IT systems that are used inside the company. And based on our experience, sales back office teams are usually the biggest part of the entire sales operations. This is true for most medium-sized companies. So they have huge departments of sales back office teams to process all the orders that are coming or all the inquiries that are coming from the market. So after analyzing many processes in many different companies, here's what we found out. So a typical company that sells configurable products has somewhat similar organization. So on one side, there's the sales team. On the other side, there's the production team. And the main task for the sales team is to generate opportunities, which usually means signing or finding new distributors and buyers, arranging terms, signing new contracts, and production team's main task is to deliver the product. So manufacture, package, and fulfill the orders. But if you look at it closely, no money is yet generated here. So where does the money come from? So from sales department, they only generate opportunities, but the real money is created inside the internal sales and back office teams. So their main task is to take these opportunities generated by sales and start processing orders. And this is the main source of income that powers most of the modern industry in Europe. So sales and production teams are pretty well supported with modern tools that exist. We have some pretty sophisticated systems that are used and that we actually see running in production every day. And sales teams are supported by state-of-the-art CRM solutions, and production teams are supported mostly by ERP and MRP solutions that kind of allow them to do their job well. But if you look at the internal sales team and back office, you will find out that the sales and the production department are usually very poorly connected. So the internal sales team and back office operate on Excel, Word, paper, email, phone calls, and most of all, calculator. And this is something that should not exist in 2021, at least how we see things. So that's why the tool to connect these two worlds is called CPQ. or configure price quote. And this is basically the entire everything that SaleSqueze platform is about. So CPQ supports order processing and connects sales and production together in a seamless way. So our main motto is enter information once and have it available to all other IT systems inside the company. So CPQ sales system connects ERP and CRM. It syncs sales data back and forth between your ERP and CRM, allowing you to establish a meaningful connection in the middle. Usually inside the companies, we see a huge void between those two systems, and sales and production usually operate as they're totally not connected departments, so on their own. So estimates and quotes are assigned to deals in your CRM, and when closed, they're automatically moved into the ERP with all the required information, documents, bill of materials, and work orders. So information once created is available to all other departments inside the company. So quote and order data is available everywhere. So what are some benefits of using a CPQ sales system? So it allows you to make your B2B ordering very easy. So the platform allows you to sell configurable products or products with configurable bill of materials, and it allows your sales team and your customers to use it on their own. So not only supports the business logic and the ordering process inside your company, but you can also include your customers and have them order from you on their own through a guided solution. It's based heavily on an advanced product catalog. So if you imagine a simple e-commerce solution, which usually is based on a flat product catalog, so basically a simple product, then a CPQ solution adds structure, relations, and connections to all that flat product catalog items. So we do that by utilizing attributes, calculations, and other elements of your business logic to allow you to build complex flows and complex solutions in a really easy way. And now I think it would be best if I jump to the use case so that you can see for yourself how easy it is to create a configurable product or product with a configurable bill of materials. We'll be talking about a product. It's basically an air filter that is composed out of several parts. So it has the main body of the filter, it has the filtering material, it has some accessories that you can put on top, on left, right, bottom. You can pick the colors. So it's really a product that is composed out of many attributes and many different parts. This is the SaleSqueze platform, and what you see here in the catalog section is basically an import from the ERP system. So we have the simple parts, we have the SKU, so the identificator of the product, we have the product name, we have categorization, and behind it, we also have a price for each product set. So this is a huge flat list of products that we can, create or compose together a bill of materials. But to know what goes where and what could be put together and what not, you must know the business logic of how this filter is composed together. So inside the SaleSqueze platform, we defined something that we call configurable product. And I'm going to filter this. And now you can see we have a configurable product, which is also categorized, has a name. For the pricing, we set 0 because the price is calculated directly from the bill of materials. We have some attributes, and these attributes of the product allow the customer to tell us what kind of product they're looking for. So basically is a list of items that they pick from, and the system then knows how to combine together the bill of materials. And then we have the bill of materials section where we can compose the configurable parts of this product. So for example, this is a filter. So we need to select the main body. We need to select the indicator on top. We need to select the filtering material. We have some additional equipment that we can put on the filter. We have the drain, and we also have, for this example, a brand. So we can create the filter under many brands if you're an OEM manufacturer, for example. And that's basically it. So for the filter part, we say, okay, we want to include all the products from categories filter. For indicators, we want to include all the products from category indicator, and in a similar manner, we go onwards. And that's basically it. This is how we define a configurable product from the business logic part. Okay, and now I can start creating a new quote or a new order inside the system. So here we have a Kanban board, which is aligned with the sales process that the company uses. So they have order created, processing, then it goes to manufacturing process, then it goes to packaging and delivery. And once everything is done, the order is completed. So the stages in the system are usually run through the ERP. So once the status in ERP changes, the change also occurs here. So I'm going to add a new deal, and we're going to say, okay, for example, this is order number 01. I'm going to select a company. So who's the buyer? I'm going to select the contact inside that company. All my information has already been filled out. So the sales representative is my user. The company is this demo company that runs this platform. And then I can start picking the products. So currently my cart is empty, and I can start adding products from the catalog. And I'm going to search for configurable products and add the filter. So now you can see, based on the business logic that we defined, a system has generated a configurator for us. So I can select the series, I can select the type of plug, I can select the size, I can select the filtration unit, the indicator if I want it or not, and the drain if I want it or not. Okay. And when I go to the next step, the system automatically picked the filtering body because it's the only one that suits the configuration. Then it gives me options to select the indicator, gives me options to select the drain. So all these drains are actually compatible with this type of filter based on their parameters. The filtering insert was already selected because it's the only one suitable. And then I can start adding additional equipment. So for example, assembly kit, or I can add, I don't know, wall mounting kit, and also select the brand. Let's select ABC. Okay. Once I'm happy with the configuration, I can just click OK. And now the filter is added to my cart, and I can quickly view the bill of materials behind it. So now you can see that this filter is composed out of many parts, which are automatically added based on the selection that I did. So it's a complete bill of materials along with SKUs, so that it can be easily transferred into the ERP system, and work orders can be scheduled so we can start the production immediately. Okay, that's one example. The next example I would really like to show you is the virtual product. So we had an interesting case a few weeks ago where a customer or potential customer of ours is selling materials, so raw materials like bolts, nuts, and similar for the woodworking industry. And why we call them virtual products is because the customers usually order products that don't exist. So in this example, they were ordering drawers. So, but not complete assembled drawers, but what they meant was just drawers part lists. So they would like all the parts so that they could create a front for the drawer and then assemble the drawer and sell it to the end customer. And in the similar logic, we created a virtual product. I'm going to show how it looks like. It's also composed out of several parts, but it captures all the business logic that you need to configure all the parts for this drawer. So for example, the customer usually orders a drawer with a certain height, a certain length, and then it must carry at least 70 kilos, and they want all the parts to be in white ice color. And based on this, the system now automatically chooses all the correct parts. So for example, the guides that suit this configuration, the sides of the drawer that suit this configuration. Then we have attachments to attach the front of the drawer. We have two options offered by the system that suit the configuration. I will pick one, and now the system automatically adds quantity of two. Because we have two sites selected, and then we have additional equipment where we can choose the activator, where we can choose, I don't know, the rods and rod supporters. And now we have all the bill of materials, so all the parts that compose together a drawer. So a drawer as a product does not exist in the catalog, but still it is ordered like a product in the eyes of the customer. So if we connect all this together and say, okay, we now get a drawer with a complete bill of materials. So all the parts are connected here. And maybe just an interesting thing is we also created a grouped product. So the customer is selling the sides of the drawer separately as the left and the right system. We created a grouped product to include it only as a one product, but the grouped products bill of materials consists out of two products which are automatically added to the bill of materials. And now I can just say, okay, I need 20 pieces. Also would like to order 2 filters, and I can play a little bit with discounts. I can add line discounts, for example, 10%. And I have my offer or quote ready. Just check the shipping and payment options. They are usually sent from the ERP systems and selected automatically. Check all the items are correct and confirm it, and that's it. So that's a quick introduction how you can capture product logic inside the SaleSqueze platform and use it quickly to generate complete orders with bill of materials or generate quotes really easily. Great. So where can CPQ help? That's a huge question. So we identified 4 main areas where this kind of tool really helps you remove extra work, remove all the manual typing of orders and inserting into ERPs. So the first major area is companies that have a large product catalog. So this is usually trade companies that sell parts from other manufacturers and have product catalogs of 30, 40, 50,000 products. And the real pain there is that you must know all the product logic by heart. So I can give you a plastic example. If you sell LED lights or LED strips, you need to know what type of strip you're going to offer. You need to know how to calculate the power consumption of the strip based on the length, so that you know what kind of power supply you must also give to the customer in order that the light will function. So this kind of business logic, if you have a huge catalog of products, is really tough to have in mind all the time. And you can capture it inside the CPQ system, and once it's captured, it's there. Anybody can use it on their own. The next one is products where you have lots of possible combinations. So as in the filter example, the company that produces the filter has also 30,000 other products that are all configurable and composed out of several parts. And it's really tough to stay on track what goes where, what connects to what type of product. So you can capture this inside a business logic and use it through a simple configurator. And then if you have complex calculations and product know-how to get the prices right. So SaleSqueze platform also allows you to capture calculations. So you can insert, from the attributes you select, you can calculate several different parameters and use those to calculate the bill of materials or the final price. And the final section is where you have lots of variations. So usually, I don't know, products like windows, doors, garage doors. It's basically one product that has lots of different variations in colors, sizes, and similar parameters. So these are the 4 main areas where SaleSqueze can really help a lot. What are some benefits for the sales team? So the most significant benefit that we see is the business logic is captured and they no longer need to know it by heart. The second really powerful thing is that customers can quote or order properly by themselves. So we can give them the interfaces created by the platform and they can send the orders inside the company completely by themselves. So you don't need to answer emails anymore. You don't need to type manually or figure out what it is they want to order. So everything they have available in the platform, they can do themselves. The next significant benefit is the sales team members can focus their time on building relationship with customers. So not on sales administration. And this is really a powerful switch. So you only help your customers and guide them to solutions. You don't have to deal with sales administration so much. And the logical consequence of this is you start closing more deals and you start getting more profitable. So you remove the work that doesn't add value and start focusing on the work that does. So this automatically creates an effect that raises your profitability and allows you to close more deals. And also you have a unified overview of all the quotes and orders that are in your system. So this is in production companies usually not the case in the CRMs, because once the ordering process starts, CRMs are not included or are included in not so many cases. So you really need a clear overview of what's going on. Benefits for the company. So automated quoting and ordering saves you up to 90% of time in sales. So doing the work that doesn't bring value to your company, which lowers sales cost and increases profitability. The next one is automated quote and order processing for customers. So all the processes are automated from the moment the information is entered into the system. CPQ system connects really well with established ERP solutions like Dynamics, SAP, Pantheon, and similar. And we transfer the information seamlessly from the CPQ solution to the ERP. So all the processes with that are automated. You can generate a precise bill of materials. So all of you who run production companies know how complex it is to compose a configurable bill of materials correctly. So the SaleSqueze platform with the business logic allows you to compose that automatically and precisely every time. So the last benefit is the ramp up of your employees is really fast. So imagine onboarding a new sales team member and he on his first day receives an order for example, a filter, and he's able to create a quote or capture the order immediately. So he just checks the parameters, enters inside the system, bill of materials comes out, and you have it. So the benefits for customers and your partner network, they can order by themselves. We have a B2B commerce solution which operates in a similar manner that you are used to in the e-commerce shops, with one big differentiator. So it includes configurators. So if you capture the business logic, you can also offer that product to your B2B customers. They can have their own price list and they can order directly through that solution. You have no unnecessary communication with the sales representative. So the usual queries, when is my order gonna be delivered? What's the status of my order? Are you gonna respect the production dates that were set up? How long are your lead times? And similar queries are now all accessible through the B2B e-commerce solution, so that they can check it by themselves. And also all the documents from the ERP are available on the order cart in the B2B commerce. So when you create an order confirmation document, when you create a pro forma invoice, when you create an invoice or delivery documentation, so everything can be synced into the B2B commerce solution where your buyers directly see all the documents in one place. So no more email communication. And there is one more thing that is really important. I borrowed this line from Steve Jobs, so sorry about that. Okay, and the real question, or a question that usually occurs once we get inside the company and start doing or implementing our solution, is how to manage a huge pipeline of quotes. If you don't have a system to follow them, if you don't know what's going on, who's active, who would like to proceed to the next step, or if you need to process all to find the ones that are likely to be closed, which usually means a really poor conversion. So we have examples of customers that receive, I don't know, 10 or 20,000 orders per year, which makes it 1,000 per month. And it's really hard to stay on top of that sales funnel. So we designed a really powerful solution around that to help all the sales team members achieve that. So we implemented quote scoring and activity tracking with support of artificial intelligence. This allows us, so we try to do everything online. So once the quote is created, we try to present to the customer an online version. Once the order confirmation is created, we try to present to the customer an online version. And with the one single reason is to track the engagement and set and help you set your sales priorities through that. So we monitor the customer behavior and we score them according to that. And based on the scoring and the behavior, we know which quotes or which buyers are more likely to close than others. So this helps you prioritize your work in sales. And it's really simple. You just turn on the hot filter and you can see all the activity that was collected. And based on that hot filter, you can prioritize your sales activities. This is used in most of our implementations of the platform, and it is proven to increase conversion if you follow up on the hot leads first. So if you prioritize in sales, you will be a lot more successful. So this tool really helps you manage a huge pipeline of opportunities and orders. So the filtering and scoring algorithm is actually built inside the SaleSqueze platform now, so it comes as the standard option. There's just a few settings that need to be made to cover your specific case, but otherwise it is readily available to help you close more deals. So that's it for today. We've been quick and I think on schedule. I would like to invite you, if you would like to see SaleSqueze platform on your specific case or on your product, to visit our website, salesqueze.com. You have a book a demo button on the top and mostly everywhere on the site. So you can book a demo in my calendar, and you can then have a talk with me and we can go through how SaleSqueze can help you overcome your obstacles in sales. Okay, so we have a few questions already. So the first question is, how many people can simultaneously use CPQ sales system? So it doesn't matter. So since the CPQ sales system is cloud-based and it's highly scalable, the largest customer uses it in 80 countries, so has B2B buyers in 80 countries in 7 different time zones and 7 different languages, I think. So it's really a highly scalable solution that's available all around the world. So it's not limited to the number of people. And the next question is, can we implement the CPQ sales system if we don't have ERP and CRM system? Yes, so the CPQ sales system is not mandatory to work with ERP. It is better for automation purposes, so you can really automate the flow of information in your company, but you can also manage all the sales or quoting processes by directly entering information into the CPQ system. So ERPs and CRMs are not mandatory to support that. Okay, so this is it for today. Hopefully we brought some valuable information. If you would like to more, we have another question. So how fast can you set it up? What do you need from us to start, and what's the implementation flow? Thank you for the question. So the projects of implementing SaleSqueze usually take us up to 3 months. And we basically start with the product catalog and from your ERP, and then based on that we start building the business logic on top of it. So what we need to start is an export of the product catalog and somebody inside the company who knows the business logic, so that we can start capturing that. Okay, the implementation flow is fairly simple. We organize a few workshops where we go through the entire business logic. We show you how to run the system, how to use it, how to enter information by yourself, and how to stay on track. And once you know how to do that, you can manage all the administration and everything by yourself. So basically an onboarding process that teaches you how to run this or manage this system. So if there are not any questions anymore, I would like to thank you for joining us today, and hopefully you got some interesting information. And if you would like us to do a demo for you on your specific product, feel free to reach out to us and we'll arrange a presentation for you. Thank you very much, and see you soon. Bye.